Oh, it's a vlog. Let's do it.
Welcome, Punch!
Hello. What's up, everyone? I know I've been fairly quiet recently, but I've been fucking insanely busy. I know I'm using that excuse a lot recently, but I'm setting up a new restaurant at the moment, like from scratch. That's equipment, suppliers, all the other bits and pieces, and it's taken a fucking long time to get it all sorted out. I've also had my daughter over for the last couple of days, and my mum's away, so I've been looking after her on my own, so I haven't had a fucking second to myself. I was going to do a couple of challenge videos today, SCP, the Endless Stairwell kind of thing, that I got challenged to a while back, I still haven't got around to doing yet, because I've had no time, and Five Nights at Freddy's, which, you know, you're on YouTube, so you know what the fuck that is. I ain't looking forward to that one. That one's going to be harsh. I'm going to scream like a bitch. I will try and get to those at some point. I'll try and probably get to those tomorrow, maybe, if I'm not working. But, yeah, I'm just fucking knackered. My daughter had me up at 6:30 this morning, so I'm fucking tired. I just haven't got the concentration to play a game at the moment. Like, I got everything fired up. I got everything set up. I was just about to open SCP, and I just thought, I'm not with it enough to do it. I've drunk like 3 cups of coffee since I got home, and just it's done nothing except make me want to fucking sleep more. I don't know why. Coffee should have the opposite effect. Damn it! What the fuck's wrong with me? I drink too much coffee. I am immune. But yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick vlog just to bring you guys up to date. I know my channel is kind of full of vlogs at the moment, and not a lot of actual gameplay videos apart from like South Park, which I did a few days ago. I am sorry for that. I will try and get some more when I have a chance. It's just I'm so busy at the moment. I don't have a second to myself with work at the moment, and any spare time I have do off of work, I spend with my daughter anyway, because I don't get to see her that much now. I'm working so much, which kind of sucks really, but you know, I'm going to be a head chef. It's what I want to do. I want to run my own kitchen. That's what I want to do. So it's something that I've wanted to do for a while. So it's nice that I'm getting to do it. It's just that it's just taking up every second of my existence at the moment. When I'm not at work, I'm thinking about how to set up the kitchen, and I'm researching suppliers and stuff like that, because I want everything to be locally sourced. But that's expensive, so I've got to convince our boss to actually locally source everything. So it's all just fucking up in the air at the moment. But I did want to talk about something now. What the fuck was I going to talk about? I was going to talk about something. See, this is how fucking tired I am. I just thought, literally before I hit the record button, oh, I'll talk about this. But no, woof, gone. Just, oh, fuck it. I'll talk about something that I've been meaning to talk about for a while, and that's how I've really got into the Batman series recently. So I didn't play Batman Arkham Asylum. I skipped right over that when it was released, because I've never really been a big Batman fan, really, and yeah, I just not really got into it. It's like Batman Begins, I didn't really enjoy that, to be honest. It was okay, but it didn't do me for a superhero film. It was okay, but I don't class Batman as a superhero anyway. He's just a dude with a lot of gadgets. He has no powers. I'm sorry, comic book fans. I know he's badass, but he has no powers. He's just a guy with ninjutsu and a fuck ton of gadgets. That's basically Batman's gimmick. I mean, Superman might be a bit of a Boy Scout, but at least he's fucking nigh indestructible. Green Lantern might be a bit shit, but at least he's got the whole Lantern of Power thing. I don't know. Yeah, I've never really... I mean, I'm not saying Batman's a bad hero. It's just I've never really followed him at all, really. I've never read any of the comics. I barely know of him. The only reason I know of him was because I sometimes watched the animated series when I was a kid when it was on. That's only really the kind of reference I have. And yeah, Batman Begins was okay. It was a serviceable film, but it wasn't all that. And then fucking Dark Knight came out, and it was fucking epic. Heath Ledger stole that fucking film. Just Heath Ledger rocked up and just stole it right out from under the guy who plays Batman, whose name escapes me at the moment. I'll probably remember it in a bit. But yeah, I mean, the guy who played Batman kind of stole the show in the first one, and he came up with a good Batman, even if his voice does get a little bit more ridiculous as time goes on. If you notice, like, seriously, watch all 3 of those films back to back, you'll notice the guy's voice gets like more and more gruff for some reason. I mean, like I like to think he finds like a good medium in like Batman Begins, and then he just like slowly gets more like throat cancery, and it's just like, okay, dude, you're going a little bit too far with the gruffness. Now you just sound a little bit silly. But I fucking loved Heath Ledger. Like, I cannot like boost up the guy enough. I mean, I know he's gone now, and that fucking sucks. That really does suck, because like, he proved that he wasn't a one-trick pony, and that he wasn't, and that you couldn't pigeonhole him. Because when everyone heard Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker, and I myself heard Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker, because even though I'm not a Batman fan, I'm still a Joker fan, which is really weird, because I fucking love the Joker as a villain. Just like his concept of villainry, if that's a word. I think it is. Yeah. But yeah, like, his particular brand of villain is what I really like in a villain. You know, he hasn't got some kind of master plan, he hasn't got some objective he's working towards. He just makes shit up to fuck with Batman. And even if his plan fails, he doesn't give a shit, because he's still fucked with Batman anyway, so he's still sort of accomplished his goal. In fact, I think if like the Joker did actually succeed in a plan, killed Batman, laid waste to Gotham, he'd actually be really fucking depressed, because he wouldn't be able to fuck with Batman anymore. He'd just be like, oh, just, now what the fuck do I do? I've lost my nemesis, man. What the fuck? That's no fun. But yeah, Heath Ledger just turned up as a Joker and fucking blew everyone away. I mean, I myself had pigeonholed Heath Ledger as like an archetype, like, good hero, bland character man who would play, you know, the good angelic character like he was in A Knight's Tale, for instance. After A Knight's Tale, I think everyone kind of pigeonholed him as that type of actor, where he'd just play, you know, cookie cutter good guys, and while he'd play the role well, his character as a whole would probably still be very forgettable. But it's just hard to it's hard to put in words just how much he blew everyone away with this fucking role. I mean, it was fucking amazing. I mean, just like the transformation from, like, you know, this like blonde, dreadlocked, perfect faced Nightman, like, I come to save you, damsel, in A Knight's Tale, to the fucked up mess that was the fucking Joker in the Dark Knight. It's just, holy shit, my god. Like it was fucking amazing. I mean, like his character reveal in The Dark Knight, I don't count the bank scene as his character reveal. That was sort of like the introduction for Joker into the film. Just for the audience, it's like, oh, by the way, Joker. Now what's he gonna do? Kind of thing. And for me, his reveal was actually when he walked in on that very seemingly hastily put together like gang boss meeting. And considering some of these guys are like Mafia and Triad and, you know, quite high earning gangs, why they decide to meet in the back of a kitchen is kind of baffling me a little bit. I mean, I know they've got to have like a secure location, but does none of them have like a decent place where they could meet? I mean, they're all sat around like really crappy trestle tables with like a really shitty box TV that that banker guy's chatting on. And it's like, seriously, guys? You're like the biggest mobs in Gotham. Do you not have any good shit? Has Batman wrecked all your shit that you have? It's like, has Batman wrecked your shit so much you have to meet in this shitty place just to fucking do your plan? I mean, really? Come on, guys. You can do better than that. Especially Ice Cube. I mean, come on, dude. You can do better than that. Yeah, the Joker just kind of walks in and he fucks shit up. He just unbalances everything the second he walks in. You can tell from like the second the Joker walks into the shot, everything is now unbalanced. Everything is up for grabs, and anything can fucking happen. It's just like, oh shit, what's he gonna do? Because the Joker is just chaos personified. He doesn't give a shit what he's doing. As long as it fucks with Batman, he don't give a fuck. I mean, I quite like they didn't try to like force Harley Quinn in. Though I think they might have tried to, like, that would have been a nice thing for them to have maybe in number 3 if Heath Ledger had lived. I would have liked to think they'd have the Joker come back with and like work with Bane, maybe fuck Bane's shit up so that Bane has to beat the shit out of him. Maybe like fuck Bane's shit up a bit and like Bane beats the shit out of him, nearly kills him, but like Harley Quinn turns up and like saves the Joker, but the Joker still treats her like shit. I mean, like, if you read the comics and, you delve a bit deeper into Harley Quinn and the Joker, they got a messed up relationship. That is fucked. It's like the Joker treats her like shit, but she still sticks around. And yeah, Harley Quinn's messed up in her own little way, but Heath Ledger pulled off the Joker so fucking well. It's like he nailed it, in my opinion. Like, he nailed what the Joker represents to me, which is just unfocused, uncontrolled madness. Just like, I mean, like the bit that really nailed it for me was when he's in the police station and he's talking to that cop about the whole knife thing, and savor the little nuances of emotion kind of thing, and he goes so in a way I knew your friends better than you did. Would you like to know which of them were cowards? And looks up at the cop, like kind of from underneath his eyebrows, kind of just like that.
I will kill you.
It, like, just the look on that face is scary as hell. I mean, his fucking hair's a mess, his clothes are fucked up, his makeup's coming off. His makeup is almost completely off at that point. There's vague shadows of it. There's only like little bits of it left. And he just looks at this cop, and you like look into his eyes, you can just see just madness behind his eyes. You can see the imps of insanity dancing in the fires of utter chaos in those eyes. It is just, wow, this guy's gonna fuck shit up. And he does. The Joker quite literally fucks shit up. In fact, I go as far as to say, like, the Joker fucks shit up more than Bane does. Because, in the end, Joker is proved right. Because, in Dark Knight Returns, I think they called it, the one with Bane in, who I wasn't impressed with as a villain. I'm sorry, I said this in a podcast with my friends. I was not impressed with Bane as a villain. Mostly because he's not the same Bane as he is in the comics. Or in the games, for instance. I mean, because I'd played Arkham City by the point where I got around to watching Dark Knight Returns. I'd played Arkham City. So, in Arkham City, Bane is who Bane is supposed to be. He's like a fucking souped up, coked up luchador. And yet, he pops up in The Dark Knight Returns as this, like, League of Shadows surrogate dude who's not really the League of Shadows guy, but the daughter is. He's just a puppet and a tool. And it just kind of, like, for me, that strayed a little bit too far away from the comic a little bit. It went on a bit of a tangent. I didn't like it. And his voice as well. Why that voice? Just why? I mean, I know loads of people love it, but I think they like it because it was unexpected. For me, it just, why? It baffled me. I mean, I'm sorry, but with that mask, and how, and how Bane is, and his mannerisms, like, you expect the voice to be something, like Rex from Mass Effect 3 for a fuck-off subwoofer, or, maybe fucking a more bassy version of Darth Vader or something. But that was just, it baffled me. He was too posh. It's like, why is he posh? He grew up in a fucking hole. It's like, why is he posh? The guy's been like stuck in a hole for a bajillion years. Why is he so fucking posh? Was he taking tea and crumpets down in this fucking hole? No, he fucking wasn't. He'd be speaking like someone from the back end of London, or like from like a really, really rough estate or something. He wouldn't be speaking like someone, like some posh British toff. It just, no, that's not right. It just, like, it threw me for a loop, and it always threw me whenever he talked. It always threw me that voice was coming out of his face. It was just like, why is he talking like this? Is it an act to like throw everyone off and make everyone feel uncomfortable? What's going on? I just didn't really get it. My screen's gone blue. Fuck off. But yeah, I just baffled the shit out of me. I didn't understand it at all. I don't know why it was a decision made that way. I mean, loads of people loved it, and, you know, fair play to them. If you liked Bane's voice the way it was, fair enough. Cool for you. I just didn't particularly like it, and I thought it was really odd. It's like, you know, it still baffles me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why is he posh? Why is Bane posh? He beats the absolute fucking shit out of Batman and just bitch slaps him around going, I was born in the shadows. It's like, what? No! You have a more badass voice for your badass moment. You are beating the shit out of Batman. Have a better voice. It's just like, oh, I mean, his lines are good. He's actually written really well. I like the lines he says, but not the voice that says them, if that makes sense. Just like the whole bit where, like, you know, Batman just like is just trying to blend into the shadows. He goes, oh, you think the darkness is your ally. I was born in the darkness. It's like, what? Come on. It should have been like, I was born in the darkness. I didn't see the sun till I was already a man. That kind of thing. Something along those lines would have been better. It's just like, but not like, I didn't see the sun till I was already a man. It's like, dude, you sound like Jar Jar Binks. I'm sorry, it does. To me, there are moments where he sounds like Jar Jar Binks to me. But he has really badass moments when he's not talking. Even when he's not talking, he has badass moments when he's fighting Batman for the first time. Batman throws a smoke bomb at him and he's just standing there like, yeah. He's just like, boom. The fuck was that, bitch? You call that a smoke bomb? This is a smoke bomb. It's just, oh, Jesus, man. And then he flat out robs Batman as well, which I think is pretty funny. But I want to know how the fuck he managed to find this place that is apparently so off the books that no one in the company fucking knows about it. Except for, like, Morgan Freeman and Bruce Wayne. It's just like, how did he find that, though? It's completely off the books. The place doesn't exist. And yet he somehow not only finds it, but there just happens to be a fuck-off cistern underneath it, which has solid enough floors and a weak enough roof to blow through it to catch these fucking, like, tumblers, I think they're called, the tumblers or the rumblers that go BAM, or like you know, the stock Batmobiles that go BAM, and it's just okay. It's just okay. It's a Batman film. It's based on a comic book. I'll let that one slide. But I just thought it was quite funny that he straight up robbed Batman. That was pretty funny. But yeah, like, I just don't see how they went from having Heath Ledger blowing everyone out of the water, surprising everyone and exceeding expectations across the board by just nailing Joker dead on and doing it so right, and then moving on to like a really posh Bane who's not a luchador and isn't hopped up on that serum, which makes him ridiculously superhuman. It's just, why have you taken that turn? It seems like a massive turn away from the comic for me. But I just loved Heath Ledger as a Joker. He was so good at it. He encapsulated the role so well, and he lived the role so well. You could tell that he was just throwing his all into every single second he was being filmed. And it really does show the like especially the bits where he has with Batman. I mean, even like the most tense moments in that film are actually between just when him and Batman are talking. Not when Batman's fighting, not when Batman's running against the clock or anything like that. But like, for me, the tensest moment in that film was when he's talking to Batman in the police interrogation cell. Like just the back and forth they have between them, and you can tell that the Joker's kind of slowly getting one up on Batman, and it's just really getting under Batman's skin. And then like Batman just snaps, just like completely snaps and like floors him on it, and like, you know, I mean, even from like the very first second Batman turns up, like slams the Joker's head into the table, the Joker shakes it off and instantly gets the upper hand. It's just, he's so good. He lived the role so well. All the mannerisms are dead on. He he took the role of the Joker and made it his own. I mean, I know Jack Nicholson did the Joker back in like the 80s. Was it the 90s? Well, whenever he did his film. And he did his Joker. His Joker was really good as well. But he went for the more comic element. While still having that degree of madness, he leant more towards the comic element of the Joker. Whereas Heath Ledger went all the way to like the batshit insane Joker. And he nailed it, and he got it so well. And like the bit where he like manipulates and breaks Harvey Dent, he full on breaks Harvey Dent and turns him into Two-Face, which was a fucking masterstroke. Just that whole bit in like, just in that thing, it's like I mean, some of the best scenes in that film were just Joker's scenes. He just stole the whole fucking film. Christian Bale, that's his fucking name. There it is. I knew it was in there somewhere. He stole the film from Christian Bale. Christian Bale was like, oh, I'm Batman. I've got this. And Heath Ledger's just like, hello, I'm the Joker now. Fuck off, Christian Bale. This is my film, bitch. And that's why I think it really sucks that he ended up going out the way he did. I mean, my heart does go out to his family and his friends and anyone who knew him in any kind of capacity. Like, you know, we did lose someone who was a very good actor. He shocked everyone. No one expected it. I certainly didn't expect Heath Ledger to be as good as he was, but he fucking showed us, didn't he? Like everyone was like I know I've watched a few other reviewers talk about this as well, and address how Heath Ledger surprised them and surprised everyone they knew. And when they heard Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker, they were like, oh no, not that tit. He's just a goody actor. He's not going to be any good at playing a bad guy. And then bam, he fucking blows us all away, proves us all wrong. We're all like, oh shit, this guy's actually really good. And yeah, he was just so good. He was a really good actor, and it just sucks that he's gone. It really does. I would have loved to have seen a return of the Joker in number 3. And there was a way to do it as well. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was outside, I was out having a fag, and I was thinking, there was a way for Joker to come back in number 3. And there was. Bane releases all the fucking prisoners, doesn't he? He breaks everyone out. Wouldn't it have been just fucking epic not to actually have the Joker in number 3? Not to have him in number 3. It would have been cool if he was in it, but what would have been better is if at the end of the film there's a short end credit sequence after that really just unbelievable moment where the most recognizable man in probably all the fucking world of Batman vanishes off the face of the earth and then reappears in Venice just where Alfred happens to be with Catwoman with not Eartha Kitt, the fucking woman who plays Catwoman. Oh, name escapes me. I'm really bad with names. I do forget actors' names a lot. I do apologise. But yeah, he just no one recognises him, and I didn't get that. Surely it's just someone gone, is that Bruce Wayne? I think that's Bruce Wayne. Let's fucking it's Bruce Wayne. Let's fucking go get him. But no, it's nonsense, and that kind of didn't make sense to me. But fuck it, it's a comic-based film. I let that shit slide in comic-based films because it's suspension of disbelief for that kind of thing. But I will not forgive Wolverine Origins. That was an abomination and something of which we will not speak of for the rest of fucking time. I want someone to make a Deadpool film and get it fucking right this time. Get Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, have him as Deadpool at the beginning of the film. He had it right. He was doing well. And then they turned him into the shitty abomination, which has no basis in the fucking comic in any way, shape or form, and gave him all these ridiculous powers, which no way meshed together, and turned him into just fucking Bakarak or whatever the fuck his name is from Mortal Kombat with fucking laser eyes. No, film, no. fucking hated that film. That ruined me for about a week. I was just incandescently angry when I saw that, because I fucking love Deadpool. Deadpool is my favourite hero just because he's funny, he's an anti-hero, he gets into all this shit that he really doesn't want to do, but he ends up fucking doing it anyway. He's really intelligent, but batshit crazy, so all of his schemes and plans are so insanely convoluted that no one can follow them except him. Like he has a really good back and forth with Wolverine as well, because he's got the same healing ability as Wolverine. It just messed him up a little bit. It's just, oh, no, I got it wrong. And they ruined Wolverine's origin. And then they went and did, like, the fucking, like, just the whole Silver Samurai bit. Oh, my God. They got the timeline all wrong. The timeline all wrong. Why, X-Men? Why did you do that? Why? Why did you fuck up? How could you fuck up a timeline like that? Everyone knows the whole Silver Samurai business and the business with that love, with his Japanese love interest happens way before he meets the X-Men, because it's part of the reason why he's so fucked up when he meets the X-Men. It's part of the reason why he's just so god-awfully angry whenever the X-Men go after anyone. And why he fucking forms the X-Force, because he's so angry about everything. That's one of the reasons why he's so angry. You can't have that take place after the X-Men stuff. Oh. Sorry, rant over. Fuck, what was I talking about? Just, oh man. See, that shit fills me with so much rage, it just fucking implodes everything out from my head. It's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, Heath Ledger really surprised us, and oh yeah, shit, that's where I was. Yeah, what I think would have been really good is just at the end of the film, just after that little bullshit scene with Alfred and Catwoman and Bruce Wayne being completely unbelievable, just to like a little end credit scene, maybe something about 20-30 seconds long, of like kind of a snapshot back to when Bane broke everyone out of prison. And like you see Bane's tanks like rip down the wall, and like loads of like prisoners and that flood out. A few fires start, so it like kind of you can like a few fires start like just off screen, so you can see them kind of light the smoke and the debris and like all the dust and everything in the air. Oh, excuse me, and it's too much coffee. And you just see like a shadowy figure, just like kind of like walking with the walk that Heath Ledger's got, that kind of slightly lopsided, very predatory gait that he's got. I mean, seriously, that walk is actually really threatening just in itself. Just a walk, because he walks like sort of like lopsided, but still kind of hunched forward slightly, like very predatory, like he's gonna like just jump at you at any fucking moment. And he's just so cool with that, and you just see that kind of figure with the predatory gait and the messed up hair just kind of walking out of the debris, and the camera kind of pans in, and like just as like the fire starts to like light up, just the contours of the face, just the contour of like the face and like the scars, and just like the flames flickering in his eyes. And you just like kind of hear him like just give one of those really like breathy chuckles, and then the screen goes black and it cuts to the credits. That would have been like, oh shit, shit, Bane brought the Batman, Bane brought the Joker out. Where the fuck did he go? Because like that would have been just epic. And then there's like the Joker follows like Batman to Venice or something, or he just like fucks shit up for like the new Batman. I won't even touch on that. That's just stupid. But yeah, it was just really nice for him to like come back that way, just to show that, you know, like it's not over, because the Joker is one of Batman's longest serving villains, and he's the most popular of Batman's villains as well. I mean, I think Penguin's okay, he's alright. Mr. Freeze, he's alright. Bane in the comic, he's alright as well. Scarecrow's pretty cool. I like Scarecrow because I like the way that he uses He uses fear. The Mad Hatter's pretty good. What he does is quite fun. He uses like hypnotism to fuck shit up and control people. And he's quite mad as well. Like obviously it's his Mad fucking Hatter. But yeah, the Joker is quite possibly my favourite. And actually, I want to talk a bit about as well as fuck's sake. I want to talk a bit about the Joker in Arkham Asylum and Arkham City with Mark fucking Hamill voicing the Joker. Luke shitting Skywalker voicing the Joker in the Arkham games and doing a fucking damn good job of it. I mean, he's another actor that surprised the absolute shit out of me. I mean, I didn't know this was Mark Hamill until way after I played Arkham City. I was watching, I think it's like the Joven Shire. I was watching a review of his. Oh no, it wasn't. I think it was something on Smosh. Something on Smosh Games, and it was like a top 5 voice actors in games. I think something like that. It was one of their top 5s to do with voiceovers. And Jovenshire's one was Mark Hamill as the Joker in Arkham City, and I actually had to back the video up a bit and then re-listen to it because I thought I'd misheard. I was like, Mark Hamill, why does that bell ring a name? Wait a minute, he played Luke Skywalker, and it was just like it's so out of left field. It's just like, what? It's like, no. No, and then I listened to it again. You can kind of hear it, but it's such a different character, and he nails it so well. And he goes for more of a Jack Nicholson approach, while still maintaining quite a bit of the insanity and like some of the madder moments that the Joker has. But he's got such good back and forth with Batman in that game. And the guy who voices Batman, who I'm sorry I don't remember the guy's name, but he does a fucking good Batman voice. I love the Batman voice in the Arkham games. And the back and forth between him and the Joker is actually really good. I love the absolute shit out of Mark Hamill's Joker. It's fucking awesome, and it makes for a really good game. And I love the absolute shit out of Heath Ledger's Joker as well. Jack Nicholson's was pretty good. I'll give him that. Jack Nicholson was a really good Joker. I did enjoy it. I just think Heath Ledger, for me, is better. I know there are going to be people that prefer Jack Nicholson or prefer Mark Hamill, but for me, it goes Heath Ledger, Mark Hamill, and then Jack Nicholson. Just because Heath Ledger encompassed what the Joker means to me, really. Like, kind of, he's what I see the Joker as. Someone who is just fucking so goddamn crazy. They don't care what happens. They might make a plan, but they really don't honestly care about the outcome of that plan. As long as they can fuck with their adversary, they don't give a fucking shit what happens. And that's what I love, because those kind of villains are so unpredictable. They are the worst kind of villain for a hero to face, just purely because they are so unpredictable and so hard to track and just so hard to put down, because someone like that won't stop until you put them down for good. I mean, unless you kill them, they won't fucking stop. They'll just keep going and going and going. You can lock them in prison, they'll break back out and keep fucking shit up. They won't ever stop. At least with people like Penguin or Mr. Freeze, you can kind of break their spirit a bit. But with the Joker, he's so far gone, he won't ever stop. And he's so unpredictable because you don't know what he's going to do next. It's like, he doesn't have a specific kind of plan. It's like, Penguin's a weapons dealer, so you can kind of predict what he's going to do, and you can kind of play to that a little bit, and you can make plans around that. Mr. Freeze is trying to cure his wife and stuff like that, so you can work a plan around that. Whereas the Joker is just fucking off his nut, and you have no idea what's going to happen or what he's going to do next. And Heath Ledger perfectly encompassed that, because it was like the whole film was Batman on the back foot. Just the whole like Batman just reacting, not having a second to plan his moves, or not being able to just stand still for a second and focus on the problem and try and reach a solution. He was always reacting to things, always having to dance to the Joker's tune in a way. It's almost like the Joker was like kind of sitting there with a box going dun 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 dun, and you had Batman on the top just like dancing away. And because that's what the Joker is, he is just the embodiment of chaos, and there is no predicting him. And Heath Ledger captured that perfectly, and I fucking love the absolute shit. He made that film for me, and I would have loved to have seen him more. I would have loved to have seen him explore the villain roles more. I would have loved to have seen him play a bad guy more. Just to step away from, or maybe bring some of like the villain aspect of his acting into like his good guy characters, and maybe do like an anti-hero role. Because I think he'd make a really good anti-hero. I mean, he's a good guy character, he was a good guy character, and he was an epic bad guy character. So if he kind of meshed the two, he could make a really good anti-hero. I think he actually would have been really good as Deadpool. He may have been one of the few actors that could have pulled off Deadpool, because he can be good, but he can also be bad. I think if he meshed Joker and one of his previous good guy roles, he could maybe have pulled off a good Deadpool. And well, we're gonna have Ryan Reynolds. I've got nothing against the man, but he has made some bad stuff. Well, he's been in some bad things before, but I think he can pull off Deadpool. He was doing it pretty well in Wolverine. I can't even say it. It's a fucking abomination. In The Thing That Shall Not Be Named, he was doing pretty well in that right up until they just fucking destroyed him. I mean, Deadpool, the merc with a mouth, gets his mouth sewn shut. What the fuck, director? Seriously. Just, what the fuck? Did you actually have no one in the entire production of your film that had ever read a comic book? Seriously, you expect me to believe no one brought this to your attention? Or did someone bring this to your attention and you just flat out ignored them because you're a dick? I mean, seriously, get your shit together. That's just fucking stupid. You should not touch comic book. I'm sorry, but the director and makers of those films should not touch any comic book films ever again. They shouldn't do it, because they clearly have no respect for the source material in any way, shape, or form. They have no respect for the source material, no respect for the characters, and no respect for the fans. None at all. I'm sorry, but you can try and remake a story, but you don't go that far outside it. It's just bullshit. You don't do it. You don't do that to the fans of the comic book. You will get backlash. We have ways of expressing ourselves now. I mean, I'm a comic book nerd. I don't read many comic books. The only one I really read on a regular basis is Wolverine and Deadpool, which is why I'm so passionate about this, because it's the only comic book I read on a weekly or 2 weekly basis whenever it comes out, or when I can get hold of it, because not a lot of shops where I am actually sell the comic, so it's pretty much whenever I can get my hands on it, I buy it and I read it and I like it. And if I read other comic books, I probably wouldn't be as angry, but as it's the only one I read, I am incandescent with rage about this. It's just, it fucking angers me so much, because it's just disrespectful to the fans. It's like, oh, here's a character you know and love. We're gonna fuck him up so he's unrecognizable, because fuck you, give us your money. It's like, oh, there's gonna be Wolverine and Deadpool in this film, like you guys have been wanting, but not like you guys have been wanting, because we're gonna fuck it up. We just want to draw you in. It's like, I know there's been some leaked footage, some CGI footage, like really early alpha CGI footage of a new Deadpool film, and that looks like a Deadpool film. That looks like a comic brought to life through CGI, and I loved it. I managed to catch it on a site before it was taken down, because they're doing, in my opinion, quite a genius bit of marketing, where they've leaked, I say leaked because they've probably done it intentionally. They've given it to some the marketing guys have come up with this ploy, given some leaked footage to their friend, who's then put it up on a few sites, and then they've taken it down like an hour later. But by that time, those sites had then got it out to a couple more sites, and then they started taking it down and kind of working their way out. So everyone's seeing it, but they're not seeing it for very long. So you've only got a short amount of time to see this thing. I mean, I could put a link down in the description below, but by the time anyone gets to it, it'll probably be gone. But yeah, I managed to see it, and it looked really good. It looked funny. It looked like a little bit like it looked funny. It looked gory. It looked like he was breaking the fourth wall, like Deadpool does, because that's part of Deadpool. Like Deadpool's gimmick, he's forever breaking the fourth wall. He knows he's in a comic, and he has fun with it. Yeah, I do like it, and you know, that looks like what a Deadpool film should be. And I can't wait for it. I really hope it does well. And I hope Ryan Reynolds just has such fun with the role. Because it's always better when an actor enjoys playing the role. Because the roles just become 10 times better. Like, for instance, Jean-Claude Van Damme in The Expendables 2. You could tell he was loving the absolute shit out of that role. He was having such fun with it, and he knew that the film itself is kind of a piss take of action films, and it's an action. It is like, you know, an action film for the sake of explosions and gunfire, and Chuck Norris, of course. And yeah, I love Chuck Norris's cameo in that, because like Chuck Norris does a Chuck Norris joke. It's oh god, it's like they're all fucking parried in their own lines. They're parried in their own lines. They're parried in each other's lines. Just doing really cheesy action shit that isn't physically possible and that no one would survive. It's just amazing. I mean, they did that in the Expendables 1 a bit, but in the Expendables 2 they just went balls to the wall and went, fuck it, let's get everyone and just go nuts. Although I was disappointed Jet Li wasn't in it, like, you know, more. I would have preferred a bit more Jet Li, because I like my Kung Fu. And I like my Jet Li, because Jet Li can be fucking funny at times. But yeah, I think I've talked enough. I've been talking for like 40 minutes now. I should probably shut up and go to bed, because it's getting quite late and I'm fucking tired. I'm going to try and do some more recording tomorrow. As I said earlier, there'll be SCP-087B, I think is the one I've got. I've also got the Endless Stairwell. I'm not entirely sure which one to do. Well, we'll see. But I'll also do Five Nights at Freddy's at some point as well. Although I really don't want to be in the house on my own for that one, because I watched Markiplier play that and nearly die of fucking heart failure. And I don't want to. Oh, something that I would recommend you watch, actually, and something that I actually want to do, is the So Above, So Below challenge that PewDiePie done recently in France, and he's put both parts of the video up. And basically, what he does is it's a challenge where you go down into the catacombs underneath Paris, and if you know what those are, you know why it's fucking scary. And you basically get recorded as you go through like a certain section of it, and you've got to find 3 keys and unlock a box. But there's like, if any of you know, like kind of like the Saw ride that opened at like Thorpe Park in this country, you'll know kind of what I mean. But it's sort of like an interactive horror experience. And I think you walk through, people scare you, things happen to you, you know, like there's night vision cameras set up. You've got a couple of night vision cameras on you, but you can't actually see shit. You've just got like one piddly little flashlight, and it's just fucking mental, and it is really good. It is worth a watch. I'm enjoying it right now. I'm gonna go watch the second half in a minute. But yeah, thank you very much for listening to me talk and hearing me rant about shit. And you know, if anyone watches this by any chance who does know Heath Ledger or is part of Heath Ledger's family, you do have my condolences. The world has lost a really good actor and a really good person as well. So, you know, watch Heath Ledger's stuff, man. Buy his DVDs, you know, buy anything he's been in, just on the off chance that, you know, some of his loved ones will get some royalties or something, just to help him out, man. Or you know, just support people in general who, you know, suffered what he suffered from, man. Just support people. Be nice to people, dude. It's not difficult. You know, be nice to people. Open the door for people. I mean, even that can brighten someone's day. I mean, that like, I know there are stories of people who suffer from depression, and just a simple act of someone else holding a door for them, or, you know, helping them with a heavy shopping bag, or, you know, giving them a light for a fag, or, you know, just asking if they're okay. Like just a random act of kindness can save someone's life. And, you know, it doesn't take much. Holding a door open for someone takes seconds. Like, it literally takes a second, 2 seconds out of your life. And it's not difficult to do. If you know someone's coming up behind you, hold the door. You know, if you're standing in an elevator and someone's running for it, hold the elevator, man. If you see someone struggling to light a fag, offer to light it for them. You know, if you see someone looking really fucking miserable and looking like they're having a hard time, go up and ask if they're okay. You know, it doesn't take much. And if I tell you to fuck off, they tell you to fuck off. It's part of life. You know, you've got to learn to deal with that shit. And, you know, just be nice to people, guys. You know, it's all good. We're all part of the world. We all need to try and get on. Even if most of the world is trying to kill the other half at the moment. We don't seem to be doing well as a species lately. I do think it is... Wow, that's cold. I do think it is only a matter of time before we all annihilate ourselves in nuclear war anyway. And even if we do get out into space, we'll no doubt declare war, or we'll accidentally do something that will get war declared on us at some point, and we'll get fucking wiped out by an alien species. So I really hope we don't have first contact with the world in the state it's in. It's not gonna go well at all. Just no. For obvious reasons, it's not gonna go well. But yeah, I've got to stop fucking talking, otherwise I'm just gonna keep going. I can chat for hours. If I ever do a live stream or anything, I'm fucking screwed. Well, if I do a charity live stream, I'll be fucking fine, because I can just chat shit for hours. So I know my friend Turbo Tony HD, along with one of our other friends, Marsander, who, if you guys are regulars on my channel, you'll know I play a lot of collab games with them too. I know they're planning to do a charity live stream at some point, which I'm going to try and get in on. So, you know, keep an eye out for that. There'll be more content coming up in days to come. I'm going to try and get onto more content. Maybe why am I fucking rolling my head? I'm fucking too tired. Going mad. Fuck off, going into standby. God damn it, that's what that blue is. I've got like a second screen set up. Whenever the screen goes into standby, the other one goes blue. It's just, And I'm looking at the screen while I'm talking to the camera. I'm such a fucking noob. God damn it. I keep looking at the recording thing I've got set up on my computer screen rather than the camera itself when I'm talking sometimes. I'm such a fucking noob. I've got to shut up. Otherwise I'm going to keep talking. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been Fraknyr. This has been a random vlog, and I'm going to call it an actor appreciation episode. Yeah, we'll go with that. Actor appreciation episode. I don't see much of them around, so yeah, we're going to call it that. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Fraknyr. This has been an actor appreciation episode. I can't even fucking pronounce what I'm calling it now. Hey! Score 1 for fatigue. Leave a like down below if you've enjoyed. Comment down below if there's anything you want me to talk about. I'm on Twitter as well, so, you know, hit me up on Twitter if you want to. Hit the subscribe button and join the Brotherhood of Legends today for more content, and, you know, to watch me shit my fucking pants fairly soon, as I'm fairly sure I'm going to do it 5 Nights with Freddy, because I fucking hate shit like that. I hate jumping mannequins, man. They're going to fuck me up. But thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, enjoy life.